Wait a minute. Somebody's here.
Well, I mean,
Are we on?
Live.
Okay. Stop.
Go.
You go.
Good evening, and welcome to the Burrillville School Committee meeting on September 17th, 2024. We are beginning with the executive session at 5:30, and we're going to suspend the roll call and, actually, we have a roll call. We'll suspend the welcome and the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll move to executive session, and
Need a motion for executive session?
I need a motion.
Motion to move into executive session.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let me, what do you call it? Call you, ask you?
Poll.
Individual. Yes?
Yes.
Aye?
Aye.
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 All together. So moved. We are now in the executive session.
Justin, we good?
Good evening, everyone, and this is the Burrillville School Committee meeting on September 17th, 2024. And our executive session has just finished, and we have sealed the minutes, and what else do we have to
Need
say?
a vote to seal the minutes?
Do I have a vote to seal the minutes?
I make a motion to seal the minutes of the executive session meeting.
Do I have a second?
Sean.
Second? Okay, I'm going to call, start with Victor.
There's no votes.
Do you seal, we're sealing the minutes, making a motion.
Aye. Yes. Yes.
Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Just want to note the no votes were taken.
And no votes were taken during the executive session. And now we're reconvening. We are going to end up with the Pledge of Allegiance now. We have a flag. Okay, we have recognition tonight. And we have Mackenzie Cleary.
So, thank you. So, thank you, Chair St. Pierre. So, Mackenzie, who's here tonight, is being awarded tonight with an official citation from the Burrillville School Committee in recognition of winning the track and field state championship title for the javelin with a school record of 120.8 feet in the javelin. So, citation reads, "Be it hereby known to all that the Burrillville School Department offers its sincerest congratulations and best wishes to Mackenzie Cleary in recognition of winning the track and field state championship title for the javelin and setting a new school record. Burrillville School Department salutes you on this accomplishment. Go Broncos." Just to note that this is our first ever all-state athlete in track, so.
I will say I personally saw her throw it, and it was unbelievable. Everybody from all the schools was like, "Oh my god!"
She's pretty good in volleyball, too.
Yeah.
Do you mind if the parents took a?
No, go right ahead,
Yes.
absolutely.
School committee members?
Well, super.
You want-
Part of the podium.
All right, my turn. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do one more camera. Go. 1, 2, 3. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Congrats again.
So we don't have. Yeah.
Okay, the next thing that we're going to recognize are the Teachers of the Year for 2025. And for Steer Farm, we have nominee Lindsay Elaine.
I don't think Lindsay's here today.
Okay,
We'd ask the nominees if they can to just come up and stand near the podium. I'll be presenting each of them nominees and our Teacher of the Year recipient with their framed nominee letter. And just to say a few words before the announcement,
what do you want to say?
this is always a difficult decision to make. Our teacher, we have, as we know, fantastic teachers in all of our schools here in Burrillville. So it's always a difficult process. It's always a debate that goes with the selection committee, led by Mrs. Mayu, who does a fantastic job with this. But they go back and forth looking at the criteria and really digging into the applications to make the selections both at the school level and at the district level. So we're blessed to have these educators representing us so well, and to have all of our, our teachers, have such quality teachers in each of our buildings. It makes it a fun challenge every year, but, obviously all of these folks are more than deserving of being the district teacher of the year, but we only choose one per year, so.
I'm going to have you say their names because I don't want to mispronounce, and I know. Let you do that.
So, from Stair Farm, the 24-25 nominee is Lindsay Elaine. She's not with us tonight. We have from Callahan, the 24-25 nominee, Alexandra Xenofontis. From A.T. Levy, we have Pam Knowlton. From the middle school, Christina DeLibero. And our 24-25 Burrillville Teacher of the Year, which is his second time being the Burrillville Teacher of the Year. And I won't say how many years there's been between awards to embarrass him, but it's been a long time, a couple of decades. So Gennaro Ferraro. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one.
Any other family members want to take pictures, you're welcome to come up, and then we'll take some more when we break around. Okay, ready? Everyone? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All set for me. Anyone else? All right.
So you want to take a break for a few minutes?
Take a break? Yep. Okay, we're going to take about a 5-minute break.
So we do have cake to, we do have some cake and refreshments for our Teacher of the Year nominees, recipient, and for Mackenzie, obviously, as well. So we invite everyone to stay for a few minutes. We're going to take about a 10-minute break. Good deal.
That's good. Okay, we're back in session. And the next thing we have on the agenda is consent agenda, approval of minutes.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the September 17th, 2024 meeting on August 13th of 2024.
Second?
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next thing is warrants and invoices. And I don't,
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the fiscal year 24-25 school warrant number 2 for the month of August dated September 17th, 2024. Grand total expenditures $3,396,221.63.
and do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we have no bids tonight, is that correct?
No bids, that's correct.
The next thing is presentation by the public to the school committee.
Madam Chair, I think we have a leave of absence.
Oh,
We didn't get there yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I'm
didn't get to
sorry.
that yet.
Oh, I do apologize.
No
Out of order.
presentations by the public tonight.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, fantastic.
and moving on, public comment. And it looks like we have some, okay. I'm gonna ask you to go up to the podium. That's right, yep.
I'm Chris Watson, live at 303 Jackson Schoolhouse Road. Been a resident in town 20-plus years. My kids have gone through this school system. They played on these fields. I have no children in the school system anymore. I'm a nurse. My wife's a nurse practitioner. Public comment is the only place I can talk to you about the turf field that's proposed. I'm under the impression that there are a number of members that are on this board that are personally opposed to the turf field going in on your ball field, but that you've been told as a committee that because the fields have been turned over to the property of the town, you no longer have any say or any input that you can put into the decision-making process. If that in fact is such, my only comment is, I would like to see if this school committee would at least have some intestinal fortitude and make a public statement to the residents of the town that do have children in the school system, what your opinions are of the turf field, whether it has any impact on the town committee's, the town committee's decision to proceed or not. But I think the town residents that have children in the school they deserve the right to know what you people think. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next thing we have is personnel, leaves of absences, retirements, resignations, and appointments.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the leave of absence for Cheryl Hill, teacher assistant, Burrillville High School, 8/21/24 through 9/24/24. Also, Ann Blismer, English teacher, Burrillville High School, 2025-2026 school year.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And also, Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the resignation of Dana Brusinski, computer science teacher, library media specialist, Burrillville High School, effective August 26, 2024. Also, Brooke Burke, mathematics teacher, Burrillville High School, effective August 21st, 2024. And Mary Lee Voiles, unified cross-country assistant coach, Burrillville Middle School, effective September 9th, 2024.
And we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have appointments next.
Oh, and then make the motion to receive and file the subsequent appointments.
Second.
We have a second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the next thing we have is old business, fiscal year 25 Burrillville School Department budget update. We have nothing? Okay, nothing to say.
Looking for a motion to receive and file?
Motion to receive and file.
We have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Fiscal year 25 rink budget update.
Also, again, motion to receive and file.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Superintendent's report is next.
Yeah, thank you, Chair St. Pierre. Just a couple of items on my report tonight. I want to start with the Rhode Island Healthy School Annual Breakfast, which will be held on October 23rd. Robin Commission and I were asked to sit on a panel to discuss the Healthy School Initiative and the grant that Burrillville received to bring fresh foods to our cafeterias. It'll be highlighted in the program. As such, we have a table at the annual event, which we normally do for Burrillville. So school committee members are certainly welcome to attend if you'd like. I think I will be representing both Robin and I on the panel.
Sounds like it.
But if you do want to attend, just please let Robin or I know, and we'll make sure you're on the count. Again, that's on October 23rd. I believe it's at the Crown Plaza in Warwick.
8 a.m.
It's an 8 a.m. start, yes. Moving on, the Ride School Building Authority Office is conducting a facility assessment of all public school buildings. You may recall they did this about a decade or so ago. This is a different company now. They're going to be do these facility assessments of every public school building in the state. They are starting this September to schedule visits. Basically what they'll do is walk the building with facilities department. Bill Robinson's already been in contact with some of these folks. I responded earlier this month that September was not the ideal time for a visit, being the start of the school year. So most likely it'll be early October will be our visits, but they'll be taking a tour of all the buildings. They're looking at things like roofs and boilers and structural, looking at some of our structural areas to make sure that we are in good shape, which we are. And then ultimately a report will be made, a public report will be made on the condition of every school, the assessment of the facilities for every school in the state. So I'll keep you posted as this develops, but I anticipate the assessment visits will begin probably in the next two to 3 weeks. I mentioned this at the last meeting. Our Council 94 paraprofessional and custodial contract expires at the end of this current school year. We'll be working with the union leadership to begin contract negotiations. We're awaiting a response now. We reached out to them to try to set some preliminary dates for negotiations. So hopefully they'll get back to us shortly, and then we'll set a negotiation session and kind of go from there. But that process should be started in the next couple of weeks as well. And finally, last week we met with supervisors from DATCO to discuss some of the concerns over the first few weeks with some bus issues, continuing to work with them to try to iron out these concerns. As you know, the start of the school can be pretty chaotic at times, so we hope that we're settled in a little more, have some positive results over the last couple of days, both today and yesterday with pickups and dismissals and arrivals, so hopefully we'll see more and more efficiencies as the year goes on, and beginning of the year kind of moves more into normal operating procedures. So things are looking up for that, but we still got some work to do. And again, I will keep you posted as that develops. And that concludes my report. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Are there any questions? Any comments? Thank you, Dr. Salito. The next thing that we're going to do is reports of school committee subcommittees. And are there any?
I can say BEC met on Tuesday. I don't have minutes yet for that meeting, but I'll provide them when they are available.
Okay. The only thing I have to report is that the Rhode Island Association of School Committees has asked if the school system has like a benefactor or a committee that would like help out. Basically what we had when we had the Burrillville Alumni Association. And I did report that we had it up until last year and we don't have it now. There are some that do have like an association like that actually helps school departments, and they're actually active, but ours is not active, unfortunately. And the next thing we have to do is, I'm sorry, does anyone else have any comments?
I don't know if it's helpful for anybody else, but maybe like sending out the list of the subcommittees again for the
Yeah,
new
we'll do
school
that.
year, just to refresh everybody's memory.
Mm-hmm. I think we do that during, right after the elections,
Okay.
and then whoever wants to
Yeah,
change
'cause
or
don't we
whatever.
make changes then and?
Yep,
Okay.
thank you.
That's good.
Okay, the next thing is correspondence and communications.
Yes, so I did receive some correspondence in my email starting August 28th about the field. I got 10 emails of people in support of the field, and I got 11 emails of people against the field. And I got those emails between the 28th of August and September 5th.
Those are about the same numbers I received.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any other things they want to add? Okay, the next thing is new business, homeschool applications. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the homeschool applications as presented.
Second?
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
And discussion vote on the superintendent's contract extension. That's the next thing.
Make a motion to approve the contract for the additional 2 years as requested.
I'll second.
We have second. All in is there any discussion? Okay.
Just put on record that we're very lucky to have Dr. Salido at the helm of our school district, and we appreciate everything he's done in the 7 years. I thought it was 6. In the 7 years we've.
My seventh right
In
now.
the 7th year, how lucky we are to have him. So
Absolutely.
I wholeheartedly agree on his extension.
Agreed.
Okay,
Yep.
I also do. I think we all do.
She spoke for me as well.
Okay, let's have a vote, or do we have a motion?
Motion's on the table.
Motion and a second, right?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next one is discussion vote overnight
Stuff
field
is-
trip approval for Washington DC trip, and that's at Burrillville Middle School.
Make a motion to approve the overnight field trip to Washington DC as presented.
Okay?
Second?
We have a second. I'm not sure what the date, what's the date?
The date is, it's in April, they're leaving, I believe, the weekend of April vacation, so no school time will be missed.
They're coming back on Monday, so that's the vacation day?
April vacation, yeah.
Okay.
April 12th to the 14th.
April 12th through the 14th.
Okay, do we have a motion?
Yep.
And we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Committee comments on agenda items. We have none?
No.
Okay. Moving on, pending issues, artificial field update.
I can provide a brief update if you'd like. The work continues on the field. On September 5th, as you all know, the town held an informational meeting with the results of the testing that was done on behalf of the town. I think several school committee members were in attendance at that meeting. And as it stands right now, the artificial turf, the project for the field is well underway, and the work is continuing now.
Okay. Any other, thank you very much. Does anyone else have comments on that?
I can chime in just briefly
Okay.
and to your suggestion. I did pen a letter last week to the town council offering my support. After serious considerations of all testimony, information, and research that I did, this is not the sword I would fall on in an effort to curb reductions in those chemicals. It's not the threat that I think others have portrayed it to be. So my understanding of it places that lower on the totem pole of priorities in terms of removing those substances from the ecosystem. Those chemicals are getting in through our leach fields and our sewers and there are other sources. So to expand it a little further than I did in the letter, that's the rationale that I arrived. This project's underway. Children play on it. This is a great opportunity for kids and for the district. So all of those things weighing in, that's how I arrived at my decision, but I did pen a letter in support of the field.
Anyone else? Thank you very
Yep,
much.
I would like to speak, please.
Mhm.
So I think with the field, is clearly going to move forward, unfortunately. So as the school committee, I think we should continue to stay diligent with new findings, new news, new everything, on the artificial turf field. And just make sure that we are putting up signs, as other towns have near the field, for just proper precautions. If you are going to be using the field, the exposure levels need to be understood. and just have proper policy in place to make sure that this ever-changing chemical we're aware of it now, and I think to just turn a blind eye on the potential effects that it can have would be negligent on our part. So I think moving forward, just to make sure that this isn't just when the field's done, we're done talking about it. I think that's when the conversation will have to continue, and the education of what this plastics and rubbers will do to the kids. So just to make sure that when Dave Landry keeps talking about the exposure to the turf field, it's not in haste, rather just education that things will be changing. So that is all.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, the last thing is adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.